I'm gonna shoot you up with something that's gonna kill you dead in the hammer.
Hey everybody, Shiv here. Alright, so today I thought I would give a more in-depth look at my artillery psyker. It's not a pure AoE build as I initially wanted to make it. As I was playing the game, I quickly discovered that going pure any one thing kind of makes you less viable in certain circumstances. Most notably, being able to speed run through impossible tarot missions. Yes, you could still do it with the Molten Beam build, but it felt a little bit more struggling, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Not in terms of being able to deal with everything, just in terms of, wow, this is taking longer than I like. There's something about AoEs that just kind of felt really good to me, in all honesty, when playing this game. So I decided I was going to take both concept of the AoE and the Molten Beam build and put them together in a hybrid and try to get the best value I possibly could. So let's get to that. Alright, so psychic power wise, we are running the Firestorm, we're running Bio Lightning, and we're running Molten Beam. And as you notice, they all are using the same runes. Skill effectiveness, armor piercing, and decreased warp heat. Now some of you might think, well, you know, maybe we should go with the armor breaking. Well, I did look into that, and what I actually ended up finding was by going into armor breaking, what we basically did was we reduced a good amount of our damage that we could do. Armor breaking only negates 50% of the armor, okay? Only 50%. Armor piercing negates all of the armor, so all that damage basically gets to go through. Now, where this really matters is when you're playing in those plus 250 tarot missions, alright? That's when things get a little bit hectic, and you need every bit of damage on point. Alright? So yeah, now, I know some of you might say, well, why Bio Lightning? Why not Divine Shot? Truth be told, Bio Lightning is kind of a free slot here. I personally like Bio Lightning. I find it very useful, and in terms of speed running, it works pretty good. Alright, the cooldown's relatively low, the damage output is relatively high. The fact that it can catch multiple guys in its arc, it's pretty much a win-win no matter how you look at it. And to be perfectly honest, if I have just popped my inoculator with the speed boost on it, Bio Lightning becomes my go-to ability. That and my right mouse button to just clear off whole swaths and actually complete the mission in under 4 minutes. True fact. So yeah, I like Bio Lightning. Weapon-wise, we went with dual rods over the staff. Personally, I like dual rods. You get Witchfire. And to me, Witchfire is like the ultimate heat removal tool in the game, alright? If you look at Witchfire here, it's already removing -5. And as we look at a couple things in the perks here, you'll understand that it's doing a whole lot more than that. Alright. Oh yeah, and it's also removing 2 more from that. So that's already right now 7. Alright, so keep that in mind. Alright, so here we are. Here's our attributes here. And let's start with the Psi Focus because it plays into what we were talking about. So every time I use Warp Heat per Psyker weapon skill used, the third one on here. So remember what I said before, 7 just became 10. So using that once and hitting only one guy, that's 10 heat removed. Now that's 25%. Well, a little under 25% of a Firestorm, but still, it's pretty decent. And if I could hit multiple units because of the perks we have here, that actually generates even more. So if you hit like a pack of 20 guys, which is very easy to do in this game, with your Witchfire, you're going to basically be removing 30 heat. That's a lot of heat mitigation right there, guys. A lot of heat mitigation. All right. Force is our secondary one here. It gives us some interesting stuff, but not really overly that spectacular. I still want to play around a little bit more with my perks and kind of find a nice balance here. We might actually drop a point off here and put it to here so we get a little bit better out of the inoculator, but we'll test that out later. Now, perk-wise, we are running the Retrograde Psychic Dominion. If you're unfamiliar with what this does, pretty much this is the bread and butter of every single Psyker out there. It pretty much means as long as we're green, everything we drop AoEs on gets blown to shit. We already talked about this one. And the last one is Keen Fury. Each kill provides +1 critical hit chance and +1 critical hit strength for 5 seconds, and it stacks. So guys, we drop AoEs. All right, so you drop an AoE, boom, you kill a bunch of stuff. You stack up 5, 10, 16 kills on that. That next AoE or that next skill you throw off there is going to hit with that much more power. And when you look at here, our critical hit strength is like 32, and our critical hit chance is 11. All right, that's awesome. That is really awesome. All right, so let's get to the skills because this is kind of the important area. For the AoE portion, you only need to worry about this right up here and these 3 here. You want this Massive Ordnance, and you definitely want to get the optimal dispersion. Personally, I like these 2 right here. That's why we went for it, mostly because, you want to have at least that 10% area increase for all your AoEs. It really does help. So, yeah, get these, get this. Then you're going to come over to the Psychic debuffs here, and you get the Phase Through, which unlocks Armor Piercing. Once you get this, this opens up some great stuff, specifically in the debuff tree. Now, since we are doing Molten Beam build, the debuff tree becomes really important for you guys, okay? And so does criticals. All right, so for debuffs, you only need these 4 on the left. Only need these. But we're also picking up these. Because every one of our spells comes with Armor Piercing, we get to add a flat 12% to all of our skills. And we're increasing the suppression damage because we are using Armor Piercing. Always fun. Now, critical wise, you definitely want to put some into the critical hit strength here. Increasing our critical hit a little bit more, always good. We could also probably change something around in one of our other things and add another 2% here, but really it doesn't really need it. So yeah. Now, movement. This one's actually kind of really important. Now, our Witchfire and our Firestorm have, I'm not going to say they're overly long cooldowns, but they're kind of annoying cooldowns, okay? They're kind of annoying. Matter of fact, if you look at them right now, they're not nearly as bad, all right? Witchfire is 4.5. Well, guys, I'm here to tell you that they're normally 6. So how do we get it down to 4.5? Well, that's where that movement tree comes in, this whole right side. If you take it to here, right, grabbing these little cinnamon bun looking things and this thing here, that's 25%. 25% cooldown reduction. Kind of awesome. Movement wise, we added a little bit more movement just because we like having the ability of moving around a little bit more than the enemy does, and the fact that we are a Psyker, the biomatic haste makes a lot of sense. We drop a Firestorm, and then all of a sudden we're getting that nice little kick of boost, and we're able to get out of the way of, say, their self-destruct dead man's hand sort of thing that some of those Psykers actually do, and it's really annoying. All right? Not to mention the fact that it gets us out of the way of, say, I don't know, a tank shot. Take your pick. So yeah, went down, got those as well. Debuffs, movement. And then, of course, we got the 300 life here. Now, you'll look over here in the Radical Path. We unlocked everything. And truth be told, I haven't really seen any benefit from having these or not having these. So really, at 43, you could pretty much be done. But at the same time, I'm already got them locked in, and I'm going to wait to be able to test them completely and correctly, and then to redetermine how I want to do things. But most likely, we will be removing a couple off here. Damage over time, we're probably going to lose this here. Damage over time is kind of my own personal preference here, just because I want to get the caustic reagents. And if I was smart, I would take at least one off here, remove this here, and go this way so we could do more damage to engines. But the amount of damage we do right now to engines is already pretty damn high, so it is what it is. Those 2 extra points probably be better served someplace like here and here, or all the way down there. It all depends. But right now, it's actually working pretty damn good. All right, so let's look at some of the equipment we are rocking as well. No, this is not to show off. It's just to give you an idea of how I actually planned all these things out. All right, so the big important part here is our inoculator. And having that speed boost in yellow is really a good thing. Our inoculator basically is going to reset pretty damn quickly. We're not getting too much health back off of it. It's still only 50%, but we're also gaining 50% speed movement, which is nice, and I really do like that. Let's see here. Critical hit strength, all damage, suppression, yep, regeneration stuff, all damage, plus 4 Pete, suppression resistance, plus 5 HP per hit, so a little bit of HP regeneration, critical hit strength, deflection and warp heat, and more HP regeneration, healing bonus on the inoculator. Weapon wise, we got movement speed and critical hit strength, movement speed and warp heat, deflect and damage reductions, deflect and suppression regeneration per second. So lots of good stuff there. You'll see we got that knockback skill tag, which is also very, very good. We got heat damage bonus things. We got all damage. We got crit hit strengths. Just we're playing to one basic concept. We hit you hard. We blow you up, and we put big ass holes through you, and then we're gone before you can do anything about it. It's pretty basic, simple concept. But you know what? Let's not just listen to me talk. Let's actually see this in action.
Full Auspex lock acquired. Pseudo-kinetic tracking is on, and it is being transmitted to your tactical sensorium. Eliminate negative variables for preferred outcome.
Perish, filth. Off with you.
Target neutralized. There is no escape from the wrath of the Imperium.
Who are you to stand against me? Pray for death. So be it.
Undesired variable removed.
Witness the glory of the Emperor. Sacred
Outcome satisfactory. End of log.
And that's the build, guys. It ran through pretty quickly. It used the Molten Beam, it used the Bio Lightning, AoEs left and right. Had a little bit of heat management issues and a couple placement issues due to terrain, but you know, that does happen. All in all, it's probably one of the most effective builds that I've been playing. It's one that I really enjoyed. It's one I've been using during this world event, which, by the way, we're doing really good on that right now. Keep it up, guys. So yeah, that's all for this video. If you like these videos, please like, subscribe, leave some comments down below. Let me know your thoughts. If you think you see something that could be improved on it, let me know. Till next time, Shiv saying, stay safe, have fun, may RGs bless you. I'm out.
What do I do, Lord? Destroy the child.